about
Yes,
Big
yes,
Johnson
sir.
and all his group texts.
We're live.
He always sends
Y'all
all
know,
the
and don't say something wrong.
I might have to go get a headset. Y'all let me know if it starts getting weird.
Well, it's been okay so far. Anyway, everybody, welcome to another Tuesday Night Chat. Rosie couldn't be here tonight, but got a few guys. We'll talk some BS and see what's going on. We'll come up with something to talk about. I don't know what, but here we are. And Rick left. And but I got Pop's Quest. Pops, would you like to say anything, man?
Yeah, I was just trying to get the little side chat thing started, so I'm a little trying to wait to skip the ad and then pause it. There you are. I don't have much to say except for you know, I Cajunized my CZP09, which is something that you might think you can't do, but you can, trust me. So maybe we'll talk about that a little bit later in the show, but just here hanging out. Appreciate it.
Cool. Yeah, there's some guys on some YouTube guys. We've been chatting for days now. There's a group chat going on. I sent a picture to some of those guys, and let me put it back together. So give you an idea. I'm working on my surplus CZ that I bought after watching Pop's Quest video. This is a little bit of an idea of what mine's going to look like when I get done with it. The mag release will be polished, and I mean, it just those three things really will be the only things polished. And so it's going to be kind of a satin finish with some chrome looking parts. They're really not chrome, they're just polished, highly polished. And
hey, are you gonna do anything to the internals while you got that bitch all the way down?
Man, that thing's got such a light trigger, I'm afraid to try to polish anything.
Right. Okay. So it's probably really smooth already, isn't it?
Yeah, I think just from wear and tear, I don't know if it's going to come out. But like, here's the trigger bar. It's not showing up. But man, those things look like chrome already, just from shooting it over the years. You know, I don't know how much it's been shot, but and that's polished out too. But it feels like about 4.5 pounds. It really does. It's pretty light. So I'm really afraid to go any further with it.
When you do you remember if you did like a function test on it, when you had the hammer back and it on safe? Well, of course you don't have the safety. You got a decocker. Never mind. Okay. Well, see, mine, I'm a little scared about it, to be totally honest with you, because when I had it on safe hammer back, when I pull the trigger, you can see the hammer starting to go back, and I'm like, man. And it's the main pin that goes through that whole the fire control, I guess, the little thing or whatever. It's all wallered out on the other side. You can see the pin like moving in the hole. So I'm a little bit scared about that one. So I will say, if you do buy one of those surplus ones, go for the $400 version, not the $339 version. I wish I'd have spent a little extra more. I think now, knowing what I know, I would have done that.
Yeah, I got the
lowest version.
Yeah, I got the crappiest one you can get your hands on.
Yeah, I got the good condition one is what I got. It's $399.
Which the pin, I talked to a couple guys down at Cajun Gun Works, and I might have talked to Big Johnson about it. I let my good friend Rick down here look at it. He's like, if the pin has wallered out the frame, there ain't nothing you can do about it. But if the frame has worn on the pin, you could put a new pin in there, and then you're fine. Time to really work on that. But so that's the only thing I'm really concerned about. I really, even if it's okay, I really wouldn't want to keep that pistol around if it doesn't, you know, if safe ain't safe. You know what I'm saying? I just wouldn't want it.
I tell you what I would do is, what hole are you talking about again in the frame? The trigger?
It's the one that goes through your decocker. No, back in the back.
Okay.
But on mine, that's the safety. But
I tell you what I would do if you're talking about this hole right here.
Yeah.
I would put a chisel to it, the other side. Stick something inside the frame to support it really good, or put it on the edge of a table or something. You'd have to totally strip it down to do it. Chisel and pin it, or
where you notch it.
Yeah, like use a starter punch on it or something. Yeah.
Stake the sides, and what that'll do is that'll push metal into the hole and tighten it up.
Yeah, but then it'll just wear harder.
I mean, it would, to stiffen it up. I mean, it's not a fix, but it kind of is. Or you could just put a punch over the hole, and you would literally make the hole smaller uniformly if you used a hole punch instead of a chisel, like I'm thinking about. You could probably just use a punch and drive that metal down a little bit. That metal's got to go somewhere. You'd have to, like I say, strip the gun down, put it on the edge of a metal table. So, the only thing that can give is the metal of that one side of the frame.
Right.
And smash that down.
You're talking about almost like they crimp ammo, like one of those hole punch type punches, to where it would mushroom the metal a little bit towards the pin. Yeah. No, I got you. When I finally take it apart, I'm gonna mic the pin and check a new one that I got and see. I'm hoping the pin is small and it's not the frame wallered out.
Yeah.
Is that now which CZ is that? The one you bought that was all used?
Yeah, I think it was used up. Not you, but I got to tell you, the trigger on it and the slide are like, like buttered, man. It's so sweet. But
and that's the long curved trigger.
No, that's the regular 75B trigger. I mean, it's really, really nice for a $339 gun.
That's what I would do with it. If that's the only problem you have, I would, pin that a little bit. Like I say, just, because, I mean, you're talking like tenths, probably. Not even thousands. It's probably just tenths. Maybe a thousandth. A thousandth would be a lot, actually. So I'm thinking tenths of a thousandth.
Right, yeah. Anyway, I didn't mean to take the conversation that direction, but that's what I got going on.
Hey, I know. Use guns.
You're in the zone, buddy.
Yeah.
The nest.
I know from what I've seen on mine, they do get abused, I think, because there is a slight bit of a pitting, like from being in storage and not oiled up good. But like I said, with the trigger on mine, it's like, this thing was shot a pretty damn good bit. And they're probably not, I have no idea. Maybe they're just gun range guns, that they just, for training purposes. Can y'all hear that buzzer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to shut that off.
Leave it in. Your laundry done or what?
Yeah.
SoCal's asking the trigger weight on the TS. I don't have a trigger scale, but it's a better trigger than the Shadow 2 trigger, so it's going to be better.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know if those trade-ins are actually issued and that's what they was carrying in the field, or if they're just gun range guns. It might be a combination of all of it. I don't know, but I think the one I got had been shot a lot, but it wasn't in terrible condition. Like I said, the finish in a couple spots where there might be there's a slight amount of pitting. It almost looks like a chemical got on it, because it took that Parkerized finish and just made it wrinkle up. And that's why I've refinished it. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't even refinished it. I just left it as it was and shot it.
Dude, that thing is going to be so sweet when you get done.
Yeah, I think it is.
It looks good already, especially when you add the mag release and stuff that's in chrome, basically. That looks sharp. It looks good.
Yeah, for those out there, I shot Pops and Rob and all the picture. I mean, I took it down to the bare metal. I stripped every spring, pin, and everything it was out of it, and I bead blasted it, and then refinished it with a rattle can ceramic coat.
Yeah, show me that can if you have it nearby.
Yeah, hang
I
on,
like
let me
to
grab
see
it.
that. I had a couple old CZs. I'm gonna throw in the water and let them sit for a couple years and then take them out.
Yeah, good. The Cerakote I was looking at was they actually send it to you like an epoxy kit. You got the ceramic, paint coating or whatever, and then they give you the catalyst, and you mix it together, and then you spray it with like an airbrush.
Yeah, this stuff is just, I mean, this is some good backyard gunsmithing stuff here. I mean, it ain't nothing fancy.
Oh, it's made for guns.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I was thinking you went down to some freaking Tractor Supply shop and fucking picked that shit up.
It was like $26, $27 a can. It's a small can. It'll do a few pistols, a rifle maybe. I still got a little bit left in it. And you spray it on, and you do a couple of coats, and then you bake it in the oven at 300 degrees for 30 minutes. So it's a baked on finish.
Man, that's awesome.
Looks good.
Yeah, the slide on my high power looked like shit. I had took it down. So while I was doing that one, I redid the slide on this. This is a military surplus high power. It's Canadian military. But the finish was all screwed up. It actually had runs in it where they parkerized it or painted it or whatever. And I had it. It's been stripped down for years. Barely had a finish on it. And it's been on my bench on a few videos, but I'd like to scan over it real quick because it looked like shit. So I finally redone it while I was at it. Got it looking a little better.
Yeah, it matches the frame pretty well.
Yeah. Yeah, and I didn't do the frame. I just did the slide. This is how military this gun is. You see that back sight? That's cast into the slide.
Yeah, that's just there, huh?
It's just
if you want to change the sight, you got to use a file.
Yeah. It's fully non-adjustable.
That's right.
Yeah, the front sight's pinned in, but it ain't adjustable. You just got what you got.
That's right. You just got to remember it shoots to the left or shoots to the right.
Okay.
Coda Boy ready to play.
Yeah.
He's going to tell us about his high-speed turret reloader.
Hey, there's a. Oh man, am I not seeing the? No, I did the pop-out chat. There it is. What's up, Jay Greg? The Scab Ugly channel. Robin Jones. Big Johnson is out there. Might as well be. Chris DIYer. Zip Cougar. Cooper. I'm sorry, Cougar. God, my mind was in your gutter. Got RPM Idaho. Daniel God is my judge tried the reading glasses with his bow today. That was pretty cool. Frank L. He loves some chrome. Hidden Numismatis. And Zeus, champion everything. I guess that's about it. WTF SoCal, already mentioned him.
Big Johnson.
V-Borg. Yeah. I think I got everybody. Maybe.
Yep.
Wicked Sensation. Half his ass is in the toilet, but he's here. Ambiguity. Survival. Oh, that's a pretty cool name. I like that. Smith and Wesson. All right.
Yep, pretty good crowd gathering up out there.
Yeah.
Link sent, Coda Boy. I sent one to your Google account and your YouTube inbox.
Good guys out there.
So how many CZs do you have now, Pops? You've started collecting heavy and hard.
Well, it's only 4 decent ones, 1 crappy one, and then that CZ Scorpion. So I guess I'm at an even 6.
That'll work.
Better than 4.
You know what? I was old Pistol Pete. I don't know if y'all know Pistol Pete on YouTube. He's funny as hell. He does a lot of those ammo score videos and stuff like that, and he just does random shit down the floor. He's a funny dude. But he left a comment. He asked me the same thing. I don't know if y'all know Pistol Pete on YouTube. He's funny as hell.
Fucking rookie.
I know, Jesus Christ. So he asked me how many you got, and I said 4 or 5 or whatever. He said, if you can tell me how many guns you got, you ain't got enough.
Good point.
Yeah. So, what's up, Kubota Tractor Tactical Boy?
Hey guys, worn out, brother, man. Worn out. It's been a long day. Just got off the range, 99 degrees out there, and we did some shooting with the M4 with the carry handle. Took that thing out to 300 yards, and then we had to zero in the red dot for a little competition we got coming up tomorrow. So it is what it is, boys and girls.
You take it pretty serious, it looks like, because you look like hell.
Dude, shit, man. You truck yourself up and down a damn range about 3 or 4 times in 99-degree temperature. I was soaking wet. I'm still, like I said, when you guys were texting back and forth, I was actually in the car on the way back, and shit, we don't stop till dark, man.
That's what I got the tactical golf cart for, man. I ain't walking up and down that fucking range.
I was gonna say, golf cart.
They got a 1,000-yard and a 500-yard range, probably about 45 minutes from where I'm at. It's $80 a year to join this thing, and you can drive your car up and down it. So I'm thinking probably in the next month or so in the fall, that's where I'm going to be heading. But going out there, I had money bags, and he bought himself a new Mark 25 flat dark earth and a H&K. That kid's got more H&Ks than he knows what to do with. But he's so cool. He's such a really neat dude. So we have a good time.
He seems like an all right guy, man.
He really is. You know, he's a forklift driver, and you know, we sitting out there at the range one day, and he just asked me up. He goes, "Hey, you want to shoot my Benelli? We're shooting slugs." I was like, "Well, sure, man. I'll shoot your Benelli." And he had a Benelli M4, and so we just, and at the same time, the guy, not the ATF, the guy I do the little competitions with, he was out there, and we just all became good friends. And yeah, he had his HK out there, a Mark 25. He had a Tavor with a 4-power Trigicon ACOG sitting on top of it, and that's why we call him Moneybags. He's like, Jesus Christ, man. But, you know, he's like one of those kids that doesn't have a whole lot of expenditures. He'd rather put it in the guns than up his nose. So he's got a good thing going. He's a really cool kid. I like him a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like his choice of investments. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Well, he picked up the Mark II-5 for $650 with Crimson Laser Trace grips on it. Man, and kid comes up with some deals, man. It's just unbelievable. But,
yeah, that's a smoking deal.
Yeah, but I'd just give a shout out to a couple people. Wicked Sensation. I was taking that little M4 with the carry handle out to 300 yards today, and it really surprised me. I still got it, man. So, and I used the shooting my 1.0 shooting glasses with the red dot, and it took the flare out of the red dot, and I was almost in tears. I was so happy. So, man,
nice.
Yeah. So tomorrow's going to be a big day. We're gonna take it out, and the kid's making up new rules as we go. So I told him he had to use 55 grain. He almost shit. So if he hears this, I hope he does.
Yeah, if you look around on the internet, you can get, I don't have any right here handy. I got some for work. Just regular safety glasses. These are reading glasses, but just regular safety glasses. Instead of the bifocal being on the bottom, you can get them where the bifocal's on the top. So
well, I've got them.
Do this, you can actually tilt your head down and look through the bifocal.
I had these out at Farmageddon. I had these out at Farmageddon, and I did a video on these a while back called the Old Man Shooting Glasses, but they show the whole, it takes up the whole thing. These are 2.0s, and I got these for reloading because I can get up, you know, and it's, I think it was SoCal told me, he goes, man, when you got that primer, when it goes off, it's not if, it's when. It's going to scare the shit out of you, and make sure you got a pair of safety glasses on when it does. So that's why I got the 2.0s, and I wear the exact same things. These are Elvex, right there, and I wear the 1.0s for shooting, and I got a pair of 1.5s for work. So, man, it was when I saw your video, Pops, I was like, that son of a bitch, look at it. But it makes a difference because you can, with a set of 1.0s, you can see the sights and the target. And if I take them off, I can't see the sights, but I can see the target. So it doesn't do me any good.
Looking through a scope, I'm fine. I'll never do anything. But really, honestly, when you made that video, I'm like, man, that's fucking horseshit. I didn't really think about it in the right way because I'm like, man, that makes everything blurry long distance or your target blurry. And the more I started thinking about it, and then I was did that one video coming back from the gun match, and a couple people chimed in, like Glock 17 and a couple other guys, about those glasses and those types of glasses. I'm like, well, there's got to be more to it. And damn, if it, you know, I'm still waiting. Those assholes hadn't shipped my things yet. I mean, but anyway, the ones I got are the ones you can put just a regular clear lens in your left eye, and you put the top focal in your right eye, and you know, and then to find out after putting that video up, apparently I need to learn to shoot with both eyes open now, according to Gil Hard Target, which I don't really know if I can do, but I'm going to give it a try. I'll try any damn thing. Y'all know that. So we'll see how that goes too.
I did a video. I haven't put it out yet, and I basically went to the range, did it with one eye. I think it was like 10 or 20 rounds. Then I did it with two eyes, and maybe the group is a little better with. It was hard to tell. It's basically the same group for me, but if you could shoot with two eyes open.
But how's your target acquisition with both eyes open? Like, to me, at first, with both eyes open, I'm just like a train wreck for the first. And I think that's what you have to train yourself to do, is to let that dominant eye take over more quickly or something like that. I don't really know. Well, like, and then well, never mind. That's a different subject. But
I notice when I'm doing close stuff, like on a match or something, I notice I'm not even looking at the sight. It's more of just a point shoot. But I notice I keep both eyes open, and then when I get to stuff that's farther away, I got to close an eye now.
Right.
More than
right.
But
yeah, when you're shooting on tight cover and you got maybe just a headshot or something.
Yeah.
I'm point shooting, and I missed all the tight cover headshots at that last match. I missed my 3 mics out of the whole shoot were all on headshots, you know, tightly covered headshots. And that really pissed me off, you know. So anyway, that's why I got into the whole I got to figure something out kind of thing.
Well, I've always shot with both eyes straight up. I mean, I can't close one. I'm right eye dominant, but I acquire the target with both eyes, and the pistol comes up to my right eye automatically. But I shoot with both eyes open. And
I'm going to try that more. I'm going to try to do a whole weekend of that and just see if I can't break into that, you know.
But, you know, here's the deal, Pops. It's whatever works for you, man. You know.
Oh, I know, but you got to try shit or you'll never know. So.
Exactly.
I'm the king of trying shit. Y'all know that.
There ain't a challenge too tough.
Oh, my God. Ooh.
You got anything to say there, TR?
I just listened to y'all talk.
I tell you what,
Van Prepper's out there. I ain't seen him in a while.
Does he make videos anymore? He used to make some great videos.
Yeah, I've seen him on Facebook here lately. He threw up some videos, and I don't know if they're on YouTube or not.
He's made a couple.
Facebook Live thing.
Oh, okay.
At a protest. Showing off the Antifa.
Antifa.
Now, see, like, okay, so take, for example, what Scab Ugly Channel says out there. Aiming is overrated, just point shoot. And I get that. And believe me, defensive pistol is a lot different than, you know, competitive type shooting or when there's points involved and that sort of thing. And I've had a lot of people comment that same thing, and I'm not bagging on them, but I do understand. I totally get that. But man, when you start throwing time and points at your shooting, everything changes. And I know Rick understands that, but a lot of people, I think, don't understand that you have to find a way to hit those targets, and even those tightly covered targets, and you have to point shoot and haul ass, but then you also have to learn how to aim and get that target, because a miss is a miss. A miss is a horrible thing in a competitive situation. So
yeah, it's 5 seconds, and then depending on which one
you cannot allow a miss. So when it's time to aim, you have to aim. That's just all there is. So I get it. I think
it depends on the distance too.
Yeah, yep. Last match I was at 4 feet to a headshot, and I double tapped it and I got them both. But yeah, I get that. And then I had the two tightly covered headshots I had were freaking 20-yard headshots, and I'm like, you can't just point the gun in that general direction and expect to get a hit. And there was no shoots underneath it too, so I'm like, I mean, you can't risk a no shoot miss and then not aim. It's not gonna work.
No.
Hey, Metham 88's out there. Hey, what's up, boss?
Boss man. Yeah, it's a tough deal.
It's just different, and until you do it, you don't understand. But I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. It's all I want to do right now.
All I want to do is reload.
All I want to do.
You're gonna have to mute your mic when you reload, and then unmute if you want to talk, because
Can you hear that?
Camera back to
Hey, now, if you get a Dylan 650, we can leave you unmuted, because that's like music to our ears.
Yeah, I had to get on to Rick about that 2 or 3 times before he finally caught on, because he'd be over there trying to reload and the camera keep popping back to him while somebody else is talking.
Right. Yeah, that's the only
thing.
thing.
Quit making noise.
Hey, I didn't get to see the frame of that of your CZ. Show me it again. I saw a flash of it and it looked awesome.
Okay, let me put the safety. I just got it stuck in there.
He painted it black to make it look like a Glock.
Yeah, but there you go. It's going to the mag release, decocker. Decocker mag release slide stop will be like polished out like chrome, and then like a satin black finish, and there went the the decocker. But anyway, it should look pretty cool. Got the G10 reptilian scales for it.
God, that's going to be beautiful, man. Now, is that top slide, is that stainless, or is it an alloy?
No, it's all steel.
Okay, so you Cerakoted the top of that thing too. God, that's gorgeous.
Well, it's actually a finish you can buy off Amazon.
When you mentioned it on Amazon, the first thing I did was look it up, because I want to redo the bottom of that 229, because the finish is a little beat up on it, and that seemed like the ticket, man. Do it yourself, kind of.
Freaking make it on. It's made for guns. You paint it on and bake it on, and it's a pretty good.
You should contact Lock Grips and see if they'll make you some rooster feathered
oh my God,
grips to that.
Okay, for Van out there, galvanized. There you go.
Galvanized.
You like the way I say galvanized. He used to be in chats a lot. Let's see. Now I know that's him for real.
Yep.
He lives in New York, unfortunately. Sorry about that, Van.
Van Prepper. That's right. He's fighting a good fight. He's doing a good job over there.
Yeah, he does a lot of stuff for the gun community up there.
I was watching one of his videos. He did like a prepper conference kind of deal where he had an audience. Was kind of teaching them some stuff. I thought that was pretty cool. He did a good job on that.
I'm gonna stroke my beard for Metham 88 real quick, just so you can see that real quick.
When you get it trimmed, you can sell it, or just send in the trimmings.
I'll send in the clippings. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, locks of love. There you go.
No, dude, I grew my hair out past my shoulder blades, and I did. I had it cut off and sent to Locks of Love. And
Why does that not surprise me? I mean, Jesus Christ, dude, you are the most what do you call it? The charity organizing super guru pops Cliff. I've never seen anybody like you, brother.
No, I don't. Well, appreciate that, but it's easy to grow your hair out. I mean, unless you're, like some of you fuckers that can't grow your hair. But if you can,
you can.
Yeah, I mean, I had that damn ponytail going for a long time, and shit looked like I started to looking. I'm gonna before this chat's over, I'm gonna go grab a picture and show y'all. It looks funny as hell. But yeah, I had it freaking, and they mail that shit off and make wigs out of it for cancer kids.
That's awesome. Where's Police Boy at? He's working tonight.
Yeah, Blue's working.
Well, I don't know, using that term working, I don't know.
He's working somebody over with a stick.
He actually popped in before you guys come in. He was out patrolling. He said he was having a rough night. Crackheads was up.
Crackheads were up.
Yeah, they say crack's a problem out in the country. There's lots of crack out in the country, out in the sticks. Because I guess that's where they make most of it, is kind of out in the sticks or whatever.
Yeah, and then they dump all the shit out in the sticks too. There's a lot of waste product when they're all done with that crap. We come across that on fires.
I think way out where I'm at, the highway you go through, there's a lot of little small towns. I have a feeling there's a lot of shit going on in that area. But I think when you get way the hell out where the farm's at, I don't think there's anything going on out there. But
maybe a little weed at worst, more than likely.
Yeah, I guarantee you they're growing pot out there somewhere. I mean, there ain't no problem. I don't really have a problem with pot. But all that manufactured shit is kind of, it's a little sketchy.
It's all rat poison mixed together with some bullshit.
Yeah, especially meth. If anybody does not know, Google meth ingredients, and it'll blow your mind what's in meth. And it's like, people ingest this. No wonder all their teeth are out and their faces caved in, because it's literally rat poison, Drano. I mean, just on and on. It's like, my God, who come up with this?
I know. You think they're building a concoction to like kill elephants or something? Like, you're just like, what other nasty shit can we throw in here?
I don't understand that kind of a addiction, but
you just got the CZ addiction right now.
Yeah, it might kill me too. I don't know.
Luckily, the only thing that I've been addicted to in my life, other than cigarettes, maybe, is sex with women. I hadn't shook that yet. I got it as a teenager, and I hadn't been able to shake that habit yet.
I don't think you'll lose that one, buddy.
Yeah, stay in the fight, but don't fight it too hard. That's a good thing.
I don't. I just give in to it. I gave up. I'm just okay. I'm addicted to sex. I like sex. That's all.
You're like, okay, why not?
Man, somebody put up a video. Who was it that put up the video? Was it Scab Ugly Channel? About the zombie dude in front of the store. Man, there was a dude, and then the cops were trying to get him down. They tased that sumbitch for like 2 minutes straight, and he was crawling around on some shit where, I mean, I'm surprised they didn't put a bullet in him. I swear to God. I mean, they could have easily shot him because he was coming at them trying to chew on them and like tackle them and everything. And dear God, that was some crazy shit. I'd have left the scene and like took aim on the fucker from 10 feet away. That's how crazy that bastard was. But those guys stayed right there. And by the end of that video, there was like 12 cops around, you know, and I don't, you know, that's where those guys make their money, man. I would never get that job in a million damn years dealing with shit like that.
Well, and that's the problem with all the cameras now. They're afraid to shoot people like that when they're putting themselves in more jeopardy than they should sometimes. Because they don't want to be the guy that killed the one guy and now it's a Brown incident. Lexington, Kentucky. That's where that was.
That's probably why there's some tolerance there, you know. Yeah, not to. Well, yeah, I guess I am. But,
what's the cure to all that? I think we talk about it once in a while. S.T.I.
S.T.I.T. T.F. S.T.I.T.F. Something like that.
Yeah. S.T.I.T.F. Bizza Rizza Jizza is in the house.
The Visa. Shake
Bizza's
brother.
at 4,000 and something subs now.
wow.
He quit his episodes for a little while, but I heard his life's going pretty good. He's hitting the gym on a regular basis. He's I think he's just enjoying life. I'm happy for him. So
He's got a new Baywatch series that he's putting out.
Baywatch, okay.
Yeah, he was at the beach. He was at the beach and took a picture. He's on like one of the lifeguard towers or something. I think I saw it on Instagram or Facebook or some shit.
Oh, okay. I'm not on none of that shit. See, a lot of people, and there have been situations where people think I should know certain things because they think everyone's on Facebook, everyone's on Instagram, everyone's on Twitter, all that shit. I'm not on none of that. I don't have none of those accounts set up. So if you ever put something out on any of those and you think I seen it, I didn't see it.
You do have a Pops Cabinet Instagram.
No, yes I do. And that was set up by some kid I hired to do some social media shit for me, but I'm not on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't get alerts. I don't even know how to get on it right now.
Because I sent you a couple things, but obviously you haven't seen them.
Yeah, that he went to work for somebody else, and I got kicked to the curb. So
I hear you. That's what happens. Shit happens.
yeah, it's all good. Only paid $3,000 to get it done, but it's all good.
I quit. I used to be pretty big on the Facebook thing because it was a lot of fun, but with the politics and people just acting like assholes, especially family members and people, you know, that you supposed friends are just completely assholes. So I just assume not even to look at it anymore.
Most of that shit's just crap anyways. And it's usually the same copied and pasted video that is on the screen 10 times anyway.
Yeah, well, I walk in the house and my wife will be stuck into it with her phone, and it's just like, you know, I just got off an 8-hour drive. You want to say hi, or you're just going to tell me what's up with the Antifa group or somebody, you know, accused of this or accused of that, and it's just drawn out bullshit, and I just absolutely can't stand it anymore.
Yeah, I get a lot of my news off Facebook, unfortunately. I pay attention to all that stuff, and I'm into it, and you guys that are on Facebook probably see the shit I post. I seem like an angry man on Facebook.
It's refreshing though, man. I tell you what, between you and Matt, and I don't know if you know regular Facebook page. Whenever I say something on yours, and I've got a KB32 Facebook page, but then I got my regular one, and I try not to get those two mingled up because I got some assholes as family members. But on occasion, it's just fun to mess with them and just put like me in a picture shooting something like the teddy bear, and watch them all have a freaking conniption.
Well, let me ask you a question. How did you set up that KB32 Facebook? You set up
Channel of mine that up through my main Facebook page, which is mine, and my real name. And then I don't care if it's John Mullally, but every time when I upload stuff on, like I'll upload stuff on the Facebook, I got to upload it onto a page and manage, and it's a process, but it's not that hard. But it's it's there for people who are on the YouTube channel to go to and basically see the same thing that I publish on YouTube. But I like to do it because it just keeps everything separate from my personal life, with the YouTube stuff, because none of my friends that I deal with on a day-to-day basis and even know what I do. So, and I like to keep it that way. And I got a couple of friends who will put on stuff like, "Hey, look, I saw you shooting, killing that." And I'm like, no. I don't need all that. So.
No, all my friends pretty much keep up with me on YouTube, but I'm not on Facebook. And I mean, a lot of my friends know more about what's going on from watching YouTube than being around me, hanging out and shit like that. I mean, it's the way it is, I guess. I get together with my friends, once a week, sporadically, once a month, whatever. So they're all, but most of them don't comment on my YouTube videos. They'll text me about shit I've done on YouTube, so it's kind of weird. But
yeah, well,
I did that today.
There you go.
I did that today to Rob.
Oh man, I found Rick's shopping cart in a damn Harris Teeter. I was like, that motherfucker's got to be around here somewhere.
It's a shopping cart full of sweet tea.
that was perfect, man.
I'm like, you know what? That would look like my shopping cart actually, but I organize them a little better than that.
I had a coworker I worked with a long time ago, man. He drank that sweet tea, and I would bring cases of it up to him because I was access to BJ's or something, and just find it and buy it by the case and just throw it at him and say, "Here you go, bud."
I guess RPM Idaho out there says he got a video up about my ammo challenge. I can't watch it right now because it's not proper etiquette to watch a video while you're on a chat. At least not on the panel anyway. So I'll check it as soon as I get off, man. I hope you didn't spill the ammo all over the damn floor.
Did you guys do the 3-shot one for? I think it was Scab, right?
Hell no! I told him I can't do that. I commented to him. I'm like, you win.
Yeah, I can't do that shit. I'd be on the third one and just fall over, and it'd just be a video for hours of me laying on the floor.
Just do it
I can
all.
do that one. I think I've done 3 shots since we've started this chat already.
All right, do a shot for all of us.
It's got to be 5 seconds though, man.
Yeah, I have to get 3 shot glasses set up.
Who did this? Wait a minute. This sounds like a sport I can get involved in.
The Scab Ugly channel.
I'll have to check that out, Scab.
Yeah.
I've got a couple things I can probably, not here, I don't have it out of town with me, but as soon as I walk in the door on Friday and Thursday night, I'll be doing it.
There you go.
You should just do it on Sunday morning when you're cooking that omelet.
Okay. Can I do it Thursday night and Sunday morning?
You must be out of Patron by now.
Yeah, I am. Shit, dude, that Patron is the sweetest tasting thing I've ever. Man, it is like, God, nectar. It is awesome.
It's like a flashback to Tijuana for me.
Yeah, I still got to do my giveaway. I missed it last weekend. We had a big old birthday party going on and all kinds of stuff. So it'll be coming up soon.
The CZ one?
No, the Patron account holders giveaway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys want to have like a competition of drinking sweet tea, I'm in for that shit. Maybe like a 24-ounce Arizona iced tea challenge.
Oh, no.
I got some Canadian Hunter liquor. It's whiskey. No, yeah, it's a bourbon, actually. No, whiskey. Middle shelf. It's pretty good stuff. I like this.
Yeah,
this is a good
one of my very best friends' dad used to drink that, and we used to sneak it all the time. It's been around forever.
It's got a slight caramel flavor to it from the, I guess, the barrels or something.
It's a blended whiskey. It's not a bourbon whiskey.
You talking about Canadian mist, or
it's how they do it up in Canada.
yeah.
Yes, Canadian whiskey. It's good stuff. $12 a bottle.
That's like Canadian Club or any of them kind of things. Same thing.
Yeah, if you want to do an unsweet competition, I'll do a sweet competition. But no, they were asking if it ever gets tired of me.
Why don't y'all just do the gallon of milk challenge? That shit's easy, right?
No, fuck milk.
All right, I'll tell you a funny story. Milk. Years ago, when I had a project I was building an apartment complex, and one of the framing contractor, their owner of the framing contractor, he came in, he said something to me about the milk thing, and I said, well, I don't know about a gallon, but I can do a half gallon. He's like, you can do a half gallon in 3 minutes. I said, yeah. And I said, go get it, but bring me a box of Little Debbie snack cakes, the rolls. And he said, all right, I'll be right back. So we had like $50 on it. He's sure as shit. He thought he wasn't going to win. So I got him. He got in there. He brought like half gallon of skim milk in there. And I said, but before we do this, I want to do one thing. And I called my mom. I got her on the phone. I said, Mom, this dude just bit me $50 that I couldn't drink half gallon of milk in 3 minutes. She goes, she just asked me, she goes, does he have the money? He looked at me like, I said, that's too late now. Give me the damn milk. I said, but I need a Little Debbie snack rolls, man. That makes it all worthwhile. It was funny as shit. Oh.
Don't spill milk on a firearm. F some up.
On a what?
I don't know.
On a firearm.
Maybe buttermilk might mess them up. Regular milk would probably be just fine.
Just hose it down afterwards.
It's good to run through your Mosin barrel after you fire that ammo through it.
That's right. I thought they were crazy the first time I seen that.
Get back to the Facebook thing a little bit. I know I got a lot of YouTube friends on Facebook. It's like Blue, and I will hardly ever comment on any of his posts or anything because there he is. He's a police officer, a public servant, and all that. So not to mix ties and stuff. Like I see Coda Boy, his regular YouTube account, and I don't know if I've ever even commented on his stuff, but I see it just because of that fact of mixing YouTube and personal life and all that stuff together. Mine, I don't give a shit. Mine's just this there, but.
Well, here's the whole thing is like, I try to keep things tasteful on YouTube. I mean, on Facebook, just because that's my family. I get kids, my photos, and you just, but the YouTube thing, like I'm sitting in my car screaming and ranting, you son of a bitch, that's a different world, man. That's me out of town kind of thing. I'll let some shit slip on there, and I get on tirades. Like we had the Charlotte-Mecklenburg school system decide to put us into, my kids were set up to go into one of the best high schools in Charlotte-Mecklenburg school system, and then all of a sudden they put us into the worst schools, where they got like a 27% passing rate, where it's 99% minority, and it's like 20 kids in my neighborhood will be going there. What do you plan on doing? So anyway, I went on a tirade, and all my family were like, "Oh my god," and I just laughed my ass off at these pansy ass little nilly willies. Don't get me started, but it's a different world, man. I quit even viewing it because I've got people that I'm close to who are just assholes, and I just disconnect from those people. And you got some of the best folks right here in front of us, man. You got all the people out there, and they're just fantastic. They support us, and I've got a new circle of friends, a new community, and it's just everybody here is like-minded, and they got nothing to hide, and it's perfect. I'll quit rambling.
Well said. Well said.
Thank you very much.
So what you're saying is you're leading a double life.
Yes.
Yeah, Lance is more real than you guys think.
All right, so yeah, let's talk about a few things here. We got some videos getting ready to come out. They're gonna be funnier and shit. So y'all keep an eye out on them. You know me, I can only do guns so long until it gets stupid. So I think Big Johnson knows kind of what I'm referring to because he and I were talking about it. But it's gonna be funny. I've been planning this shit for a long time.
Well, it probably involves Lance, I'm going to guess, but that's cool. I can't wait to see that person again.
You need to step up Lance's game now. Like, you need to put some
If you
fucking
top the one
hair
farm
wig
again,
on or
that would be
something.
a feat.
There's no way that you can up the Lance video from Farmageddon, man. That was the end of all ends. That guy, that was just fucking Pops. The way you just fell right into that role. And there's like, I think somebody, was it Wicked or somebody pointed out, it's like, look at Pop's hand at 413. And it was like, all of a sudden, I was like, he rolled right into the role, man. It was like, listen, seriously.
I mean, come on. When you're going to do something, you got to do it right. You know, Armageddon is the best place.
It's the music instrument.
So I was sitting out at the range, and I was there by myself, which is one of the best things in the world, man. And this car pulls up, and these two guys get out. And I did not stop me if I've mentioned this before, but one guy was a flight attendant, okay. The other guy was a paramedic, believe it or not, and he was trying to teach his flight attendant buddy how to shoot a Glock 19. And he literally could not hold the firearm properly. Like, say, for instance, this thing right here, he was holding it with his finger on the trigger because his little fingers had to stay out. And he would cock it like this. And I was like, stop. Can I help you, please? So all of a sudden, I found myself going into the Lance roll for about 2 seconds. Like, now listen. I was like, oh shit, wait a minute, man. But I went over there and helped those guys. Next thing you know, they were, hey, can you take pictures of us? And it was just, they were so cute. It was funnier than shit, though.
Put them on YouTube, made them famous.
Well, you know what? Yeah and no.
You could have said
Oh
it
my
was
God.
Lance's friends.
Well, yeah. Well, we've got some friends of ours who are of the they're homosexuals, and I had them preview the Lance videos. They about pissed themselves. They thought it was funnier than shit. And you know what? Here's the whole thing. If people get offended by that whole little thing, you know, they got nothing better to do with their damn life. They can shut the fuck up. Excuse me.
Yeah, you're fine. I mean, gay people, rednecks. I mean, hell, I'm a prime example. I mean, I talk redneck for South Carolina. People I went to high school with think I'm a redneck. You know, I mean, and I talk way more with an accent than they. Hell, Rob's from South Carolina. You wouldn't even think we was in the same damn coastline.
He's from Charleston. He's from Charleston area.
Yeah,
that's a different.
Well,
I'm from North Carolina, and you can't even tell.
I grew up with a German mother, so it was a little weird, but
yeah.
But if you can't laugh at yourself and your own people, your own dialect and all that, you're a stuck up, got a corn cob up your ass, and you just need to shut up and go away. Because, I mean, isn't that what comedy has always been, at least in our lifetime?
Yeah,
was people making fun of everything, everybody there is to make fun of. Gay people made fun of gay people. Everything. Everything's open to be made fun of.
I don't give a shit. You know what? And I'll sit there. Somebody can sit there and bust my balls, and I could care less because it's out of fun. As long as it's good-natured fun, and I'm not trying to be. You know what I'm saying. Is you're not trying to belittle or demean somebody. Like, you know, if you were I grew up in Iredell County, which is just north of Mecklenburg, Charlotte. Dude, we sit there and I think the major courses we took in high school were bricklaying, shop class, weightlifting, smoking, and whatever else, and then, you know, and farming, and you know, a couple people were able to escape, but that was it. But you know, you got to be able to converse with people from all walks of life, to the CEO, to the guy who, who digs the ditches, runs the jackhammer, that kind of whole thing. And then that's what makes the person. If you can deal with a person from every walk of life, that's good with me. If you can't do that and you're too stuck up to deal with that kind of stuff, then get away from me.
You're a redneck when your chicken has his own T-shirt.
Hell, El Ray's got more fucking T-shirts than I got.
Oh my God, dude!
Than me.
That is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, SoCal. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm interrupting, but yeah, SoCal. This whole thing does not apply to money. Those gun grabbing fucking asshole liberal pieces of shit. So, anyhow, back to El Ray. What an awesome chicken, a rooster.
Yeah, I was cracking up. What's funny is I just made these shirts for TR. Right? I'm like, hey Roger, you want to make some shirts for El Ray? He's like, yeah. He's like, and he came up with one idea, like, because Elroy said so or something. So then I already had the picture, so I'm typing different shit, and I'm sending him these pictures on the phone, right? He's, I like that one. I like that one. So I left them all up for the night. I wake up in the morning. I don't know if Roger was drinking too much last night or what, but shit, he bought all sorts of shirts. I'm like, you're fucking crazy.
It's only about $120 worth. I mean,
He bought one.
Yeah, Rick called me today. He's like, man, you didn't have to buy all those shirts. I was like, man, I used to drop $200 a week at strip clubs, and I don't do that shit no more. I got money to spend. It's nothing. That's why I buy all these fucking guns and shit now. It's like, well, it looks like there's some extra funds in the bank account. It looks like it's time for a new gun.
Yeah.
Time to do some shopping.
I went on there today to try to pick up. I couldn't figure it out. I don't know if I'm just stupid, which might be the case, but something was happening. I just couldn't figure out how to get it done.
Which one were you looking at?
The one with the KB-32 tactical on the front of it, and then I wanted to put a bunch of other shit on it, and I couldn't figure out how to do it.
Well, now when you can't.
Well, it's already got KB-32 on the front, so it's already got a bunch of shit on it. So
I want to shoot him in the face on the side. The CZ Tactical Bomb Squad.
Wait, what do you want on it? I'll put it on there so you can have it.
I'll give you a shout tomorrow. We'll do it together. But I want one. That's a classic, man. That's part of the gang right there, brother, man. And I want an El Ray thing. I saw the El Ray chicken, the rooster shit. I was like, dude, that would make money, because that's seriously, people get off on roosters. They do, especially if it has a personality.
The only shirt I really want is the Rick Is Your Six Covered. Oh, but what I want it to say on the back is #GlockTard. And that's
that'll go real well over in the I don't know. You've got Glock and Tard. You're gonna.
That's the one I'm interested in right now, but I didn't see it on the site, so.
Don't you piss them all off.
It however you want it, buddy. If you want to say Glock Tard on it, you can have it say Glock Tard on it. You're the one wearing it.
Yeah. I think that would look good on me.
You want it on the front or the back?
I'd like it on both, down the sides, on the sleeves, everything.
Yeah, till they charge you for it.
And if you can get me some leather pants with that down each side that's like stitched in, that'd be pretty cool.
All right, I'm done talking to you.
I'm gonna hit the damn mute. Oh my God.
Oh, Midas, he's resisting for life. I can make y'all some cool plaques too. Lock for life.
How about if it goes bang?
That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
El Ray vibrator. Any cockaboo.
That's pretty good. I like that. Any cockle? No, it's got to be any cockle do.
Cockle.
Any cockle.
But Rob, you have to admit, you flipped full circle on going from Glock to CZs. I mean, it was just like overnight, bam.
It was a sex change.
Well, now, wait a minute. Now, don't forget. I tried every damn thing I could with that stupid ass Glock, and
Oh yeah,
you know, you gotta try everything when you're committed now, and you've spent all that money on the magazines, the freaking holsters, and the goddamn cool stickers and freaking hats and T-shirts, and you're all Glock tarted up. I mean, you got to push it to the very end until you throw in the towel. But once you throw in the towel, it's full on to the next game. So anyway, but I do still carry a Glock every day for my personal protection. So it's not like, you know what I'm saying? It was for that particular reason of competing.
That's still my carry gun. I still carry Glock. The one and only Glock I got. It's still my carry gun.
And that's exactly the whole point, I think, is they serve a hell of a good purpose, but it's not what I was looking for at the time.
Yep.
That's it. I don't bash. I bash on Glocks a little bit because of all I went through, but at the end of the day, they serve a really good purpose, and that's you can't deny that. So
yeah, I mean, if I want to go outside and shoot for fun, I grab something like that. You know,
right.
I don't grab the
Well,
Glock. I mean, I shoot the Glock enough to stay familiar with it and, you know, still be proficient with it. But when I go outside and I just want to burn I want to smell some burnt gunpowder, I grab a high power, a 1911, a CZ, whatever. The Glock is the last thing I grab. It may be on my side, but I don't shoot it.
Now let's take a comment from Metham. What he just said was he did over gunsmith that fucker. He's talking about the trick Glock. Now this could be an interesting subject because think about it. There's tons of competitive shooters out there that run the Glock. There was a guy with a Glock at the last competition, and he was smoking a lot of people. And I had to ask him. I'm like, man, is that because it looked bone stock? He said what? He said the thing people don't understand is Glocks run great until you fuck with them. 1911s don't run good at all until you fuck with them. You know, they have to be tricked out. So there's something to. I think there's kind of something to be said for that in a way. Where he was smoking a ton of people with a I think it was a Glock, it was either a 17 or it might have been a 17L. It didn't have the cutout slide like a 34 or 35 or whichever one it was. It was not, it had no trigger in it, no magwell, nothing. But he could shoot the piss out of that Glock. And there was, I swear to God, I mean, he was the kind of person that I know he's won several matches before.
What's the big deal with the cutouts in the slide, though? I mean, how does that help you at all? I mean, other than what you're porting the barrel, or what are we doing here to make it so much better than a regular Glock?
It's low mass on recoil, but you still want the gun to be heavy. It's just not. It's like trying to trick out a fucking VW bug, and when you could just go buy a Ferrari. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's. I don't get it. I don't get it anymore.
There's people that win all day long with Glocks. And they're not the coolest race gun out there, that's for sure. But yeah, if you're putting in, and we put in good parts. I mean, I talked Rob into the pyramid trigger, and I've had great success with those. You know, I think I have 3 different Glocks with 3 pyramid triggers in it. But you know, you can get a bad one. You can get it where maybe, you know, there's shit that's always not going to work. So,
but go back to your Infinity. You know, compare those two. It's kind of like my whole thing. You know, I mean,
I've been shooting my Glock more than my Infinity, but a lot of it has to do with I don't want to drop the mags on the concrete because they're like $100 and something a mag, and then I only have 2. I have to order a couple more. I need to order 3 more. And I just
Well, let's just say that Infinity had $35 mags. I mean, you would shoot the piss out of that probably.
yeah, I'd shoot it more for sure.
What's that cost you? About $1 every time you shoot it without the ammo?
Depends on how many times you shoot it.
It don't cost shit.
I just think of that gun and I just look at it and I'm like, man, that thing's best left under glass just to look at it.
No way.
No,
I mean,
that's not what it's made.
I know
No.
it's the Ferrari. That thing's a Ferrari, man. It's just sick.
If I had
It's like-
$1 zillion and I bought the most badass gun, I would still shoot the fuck out of it because that's what it's made for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if it was like the only guns I don't think I'd ever shoot was like if somebody handed me down like this old one, you know, that meant a lot and it was like old, so you didn't want to mess with it. But like if you could go out and buy the most badass gun, like say a brand new Infinity, $9 grand, gold engraving, blah blah blah, this and that, I'd shoot it. I probably wouldn't shoot it too much, but I'd shoot it just to say I shot it.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Because
that's
it's a gun. It wants to be shot. It's like a race car that sits in a garage all day.
I'll tell you a gun I shot that's I don't have in my possession anymore, but anyway, that I probably shouldn't have shot. For the people that are gun nuts out there, first run production 1911, made in 1912, was the first run Colt ever made of 1911s. The serial number was 4 numbers long and started with a 7. And I shot the shit out of that gun. I actually carried it in my truck before I realized what it was worth. Just thought it was 1911, you know. And did a little research on it. I was like, holy shit, this was the first production run of a 1911 ever.
You still have it?
Nah, it's some family bullshit went on, and I ended up not having it anymore.
family. What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's why I moved away
High
from
road,
it.
and I gave it up. My dad gave it to me back in the 90s, but there was some family bullshit went on. I was like, okay, here, choke on it. Fuck it. Take it.
Choke on it. That's about right.
Some people are commenting about this, about a big fire in London. I don't watch the news no more, but
We didn't have anything to do with it. Those fireworks were fucking
That's right.
stomped out.
we have not been together since.
No. Nope. Don't know nothing to
Where's
see
your,
here.
Brother-in-law been though? He's not in London, is he? Captain Flare Gun, where the hell's he at?
no, he's right. He's across the creek from me. He's at the house.
Okay, well we'll just double check it.
Yeah.
God. Well, London's about to screw themselves up, man. That mayor that they have is one of the biggest jackasses I've ever seen. And the only person that Theresa May, the prime minister, was the only person that got it right. And that we need to do more. And all of a sudden, they just start jumping her ass after 3 terrorist attacks. And it's just wait till it happens one more time, people. And I don't know what you're going to wait for after that. Just a bunch of assholes.
Hell, one of those, the big attack, the last big attack where there was 3 of them, you know, drove into the crowd, went out with knives and all that. They didn't even know what freaking country he was from. You're letting in people, and you don't even know what country they're from. And these freaking libertards in America want the same thing here. You want to bring them in so fast, we don't even know what fucking country they're from. Are you kidding me?
It's all about the damn boats.
Every vet is off the streets, has a bed to sleep in, and a fucking meal to eat.
It's a bleeding heart, mother.
Why should we help somebody else when we can't even help ourselves? That's what pisses me off.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I hope they open their eyes soon, but
Can't fix stupid, they say.
Well, the problem with the politics we have right now is the fact that the left didn't get their way in the presidential election or Senate election and legislature election. And they're just going full fucking 180 on whatever, period. It doesn't matter if it's right or wrong. They're against it. And it's very obvious that they're just like, I mean, they're like kindergartners. You know, if you like blue, I like red. You know, if you say yes, I say no.
Oh,
No matter what it is, it doesn't have anything to do with any structure or content of the subject. They're just going to be opposite and cry and whine about it.
Well, I'll tell you what's interesting is watching Dianne Feinstein going after Loretta Lynch now with the whole things with James Comey talking about the meeting on the tarmac and then asking them to call it a matter versus an investigation. And, you know, you're talking about people delving or trying to manipulate an election. That whole administration did whatever they could, and they were searching for shit. And that's that's what they were doing. And if they try to deny it, it's bullshit. It's this most corrupt, just bunch of gang members I've ever seen, and that was called the federal government when Obama was in charge. And you know what? Welcome to our group. Welcome to our gang. That's just.
Well, I even seen today, I think it was on Facebook today and yesterday, there was all these protests against Trump by the, forgive me, I know I'm going to say it wrong, the LGBT community, the gay community, just say it that way, sum it up.
Legitimate.
And I'm thinking, what in the hell policy has the Trump administration, has Congress, has the legislature put forth against the gay community? Nothing. What are you protesting about? Absolutely fucking nothing.
Okay, so they had a gay pride thing running down here in Charlotte, and no, I wasn't in it, and neither was Lance. But they had a group of conservative gay people who wanted to be in the parade, and they would not let them be in the parade. It was a huge write-up in the Charlotte Observer about it. But my wife and I were just sitting there. It was hilarious. I was like, okay, so if you're conservative and you're gay, you're not part of the group. But if you're a liberal and you're gay, you're good to go. So, you know, they're taking politics over who they are as a person. So who's the asshole here? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about because they wanted a Trump. It was gays for Trump, and they wanted to float or wanted to be in the parade, and they denied them a permit to be in it. It's like, was this not a great gay pride thing? Why is politics all of a sudden into it? What the hell?
Mm-hmm.
Like
not to be engaged in anything wrong, and it goes to show you there's nothing wrong with being, you know, different. But if you're not a liberal, you're not like-minded like these liberal assholes are, then they exclude you from everything there is. And I just laugh. I just shake my head, you know, and Wicked just made a comment like if we're not prepared to do the things that we need to do to protect our society here in the States, and I mean downright vicious, you know, I'll snatch the throat out of somebody if they fuck with my family. I'm not shitting you, man. You need to see the wrath of God till you see me pissed off. But if we're not prepared to take those steps down the road, and then things are going to be run awry, and we're not. People are going to take over this country, and it's going to be an ugly thing. I'm sorry I'm running around again. God, you guys got to give me some drugs or something, settle me down. Unbelievable.
You're fine. That's
Get
what
him
this
a shot.
Get him a shot. Getting it out there. Because our side has been suppressed. We've been pushed down for so long. Now we just give a smidgen of what we are and who we are. And it's not racist, misogynist, anti. I'll get it out here in a minute. We're not anti-gay, homophobic. That's the word I was looking for. We're not homophobic. I don't care if you're gay or whatever. I don't care if I don't really give a shit if you're left or right. But as soon as you start trying to silence me and step on my rights, well, then we have a problem. As soon as you start attacking me or people I love or family and stuff like that, then we have a problem. And that's what the fuck they're doing.
Well, I think my biggest issue is I don't like having the shit run down my throat. I could care less what you want to do. Leave me alone and let me do what I want to do. What I do does not affect you. But when what you do starts affecting me, then we're going to have a problem. And yeah. So what happens is we're having a situation in schools where all of a sudden now they're going to let whatever you identify as that particular day, you can go in and use that bathroom. And that doesn't affect the guy that has, the issue with using what bathroom he wants to use. It has an effect on the girls and the little boys who all of a sudden have a guy using the bathroom next to them because that's what they think. And it's just, it's gotten out of hand. It's gotten unreal. And it's at some point, the world's got to sit here and go, there's got to be a stop to we got to have common sense. And, they keep saying common sense, those are common sense gun measures, whatever. How about common sense reality in the world? There's only so much bullshit you can throw out there before somebody's not going to take it anymore. And that's where I think we are. And that's why you saw Hillary Clinton got beat by Donald Trump. I mean, holy shit. How is it that somebody like, and everybody's like, I've got people going, well, she won the popular vote by 3 million. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. She got beat by Donald Trump. How much did America hate that woman to elect him as president? And then y'all want to bitch and sit this resist crap. And I was on the phone with Big Johnson the other day when I rode past this guy from Florida in West Virginia with a resist sticker on the back of his car. And I inadvertently didn't see him. For some reason, he ended up in the damn emergency lane. But I don't know how that happened. But in any case, what I'm saying is this country is coming to a point. It's coming to a boil, and the strong are silent, and you know that. And we're going to sit here and take this shit for just a period of time, and then finally we're going to put our foot down and say, hey, little fuckers, it's time to grow up. So, okay. Sorry, TR. Go off again. I'm going to reload now. Just relaxing.
Did you take your meds today, Coda Boy?
Brother, let me tell you.
I had normally Rosie would be on this chat tonight, a transgender. We talked about the bathroom issue. Actually, she's fairly conservative, and they didn't really agree with it either. Her, community didn't really agree with it. They were fine with the way it was, because I've said this before. I'm going to go ahead and go over it real quick. People that are actually truly transgender, say like Rosie, women's bathrooms are stalls. They don't have urinals like we do in the guy's bathroom. They go in there, they do their business, and they leave. With the law they passed where they said, hey, anybody can use any bathroom, this has already backfired on them. I've read a story about this already, and the left was actually fucking freaking out because a guy stripped down naked in the bathroom in North Carolina. I forget, it's been months ago. He was standing there in the bathroom stroking his dick. And you know what? They wasn't nothing nobody could do about it because of that damn law, because he could be in that bathroom. He could be exposed because that's what a bathroom's for. And nobody could do anything about it. So if a mother took her child into the bathroom, there's a guy standing in the corner stroking his dick. That's what that law allowed. So they should have left it alone, almost like, don't say nothing, don't do nothing, whatever, I mean, if somebody's truly transgender, they're not going to point out that they're a man. They're going to go do their business and leave. By that law that they passed that everybody fucking freaked out about, you allowed, it might not have been in North Carolina.
Well, that's the whole thing. There was never a problem before this happened. And what happened, you had a couple people, select individuals, including that big-ass mayor of ours in Charlotte. I don't know, the dude named Jennifer Roberts. All right? Big thing, looked like somebody beat her in the face with a bag of nickels. All right. But you know what? Nobody gave a shit until a couple people started giving an uproar. And next thing you know, Oh, we got to have this, and we got to have that, and we got to have this. And if you don't agree with us, then you're oppressing us, and you're a bigot, and you're this and that, and they label you. And that's the first thing they do. They want to label you, demonize you, if you think otherwise of what they are. I'm quiet. I'm done.
Listen, let me tell you all, this would solve all the problems, and this is how it needs to happen. There should not be no men's room, and I know y'all probably going to give me a little flack on that. There should be no ladies' bathroom. What there should be is a penis and a vagina, and there should be a big symbol of a penis on this bathroom and a big symbol of a vagina on this bathroom. And if you have a penis, you go in that one. If you have a vagina, you go in that one. That's problem solved. End of story. Ain't got to change nothing. Done.
So you got to look for a stall that's got one of these on it.
Yeah.
With a longer one.
Without the swollen balls, yes.
I've got big balls.
Yeah, but America's just going, and not America, period. Not America. I don't even think America is a majority. There's just a small, it could be actually a I don't know, a quarter, a fifth, I don't know what it is, have gone batshit fucking crazy. And they want to stomp on the Constitution. They want to stomp on other people's rights. They think that if you don't believe like them, you're a racist, you're a bigot, you're a misogynist, you're this and you're that. All the names they throw out there, everything, all of it is bullshit. You know,
well, that's the whole thing. That's what they do. That's they will label you, and as long as they can get that label across, then that's what they'll do, and that's how they do it. It's like those guys from CARE, the fucking Muslim CARE, whatever they call themselves. They sit back, they wait. Yeah, the assholes. They wait for somebody to screw up, and then they take that opportunity to label the individuals. They turn, and they are good at playing the game, man. And it's just like the liberals. They are real good at playing the game. And I just look at somebody else, like, you know, when you speak, do you ever practice your speeches before you get out there and actually do it? But one of the other things is he needs to have somebody strategically write his speeches so that they do that mind fuck that the liberals have been doing for years. You look at the speeches and what they say and how they say it. I'm watching Chuck Schumer. He's a dick from New York. But what he says and how he says it is so strategic and well planned. You got to give him kudos, man, because the guys do it well. But it is such a mind fuck every time they open their mouths. They have an agenda. They have a goal. The plan is when they open their mouth, what they're talking about is not what they're trying to do, but they're pushing something behind your back that you don't know, and usually it involves getting bent over.
Yeah, listen, okay, so Bad Billy made the same comment as Sonya made, and she's like, and they were both like, what if you have both? What if you have both the penis and the vagina? Well, which one do you piss out of?
Maybe both.
I would never leave the house. It'd be so much fun.
I know there are people that have those weird things going on with their body, but I mean, do you piss out of both of them? Does anyone here have both a penis and a vagina that could help me with this? Because I'm a little out of my situation here.
No, seriously,
okay, listen. Okay, here's how you tell. If you have both a penis and a vagina, but you don't have big tits, then you go into the penis room. If you have a penis and a vagina, but you do have big tits, then you go into the vagina bathroom. See, the tits is like it settles the question of everything. I'm just saying.
Hold on. I have another aspect to look at. Which one do you play with when you're by yourself?
Wait, no. That's not the bathroom thing. That's in private. So
no, I'm totally done with the bathroom thing. Let's open another subject here. I want to know which one we're playing with, because like I said, man, if I had both, it would be hard to get me out of the house. I would be dehydrated and just laying on the floor. It'd be crazy.
I would learn how to put an IV in myself. to
I'd be a millionaire. There'd be a YouTube channel. There'd be some other channels. I don't know, but
it would give a whole new meaning to fuck yourself.
Oh, Jesus Christ! All right, y'all, that's great.
Boobs break the tie.
Boobs always break the tie. We know this. Good. That's exactly right, Midas. Boobs are important. Boobs' lives matter. See?
That's right. Boobs' lives matter.
Mankind would not exist today if we had both the genitals. We would just die out.
Tired, hungry, and dehydrated.
It'd be no use to seek out the other sex because there wouldn't be any other. We'd just all play with ourselves and die out.
You're like, what are you doing tonight? I'm busy, man. I got stuff to do.
Hey, look, it's sex with somebody you love, okay? It's mine. I can wash it just as fast, as hard as I want to. So,
Who passes the piss test?
I mean,
oh my God.
No, but I think the whole bathroom thing, getting back serious, I think it was fine the way it was. I really do. You know, because when you got laws involved into it to allow, when you flat out said men can go into the women's bathroom if they identify as a woman,
There's no laws. It's the whole thing is if you identify, whoever you identify with. And you know what was funny is that you get all these people saying the federal government shouldn't jump in on this thing. The first thing that Obama did was he started withholding funds from North Carolina because Missouri signed the bill, the HB2. And, you know, that's why he pretty much lost his election the last time around, because the biggest cities in the country, in the state, I mean, I call Charlotte Little San Francisco from right now. It's gotten out of hand. I'm waiting for them to do a bill where you can't carry a gun within the city limits. Is this big old hag they got as a mayor? She's going to get voted out, and the school board, they're gone.
Well, I mean, the whole thing, I even seen a story about, Trump wanting to withhold funds from states that had sanctuary cities, and everybody got in an uproar about it.
Oh, yeah. So, you can't do that? Well, bullshit. You got some stupid ass laws that these people in Charlotte wanted to enact, and then never mind. I'm exhausted. I'm gonna mute this thing, y'all. I'll listen for a few minutes and let other people talk. Rick, tell us about your guns.
Well, the point I was trying to make is the federal government, how they get states to pass any law to oblige to laws they pass is always by withholding federal funds. They always threaten. For us, we should know this.
Well, it's
That's what they did for California for the.
It's reverse taxation. I mean, look at the Civil War. I mean, it's the same thing but in reverse. So what they do, instead of taxing the shit out of the states, they say, okay, you do whatever you want, but we're going to give you money if you do these things, and we're not going to give you money if you don't do these things. It's just the same thing. And one day the South will rise again.
That's how they passed the 55. I'll just get down to some simple basics. That's how the 55-mile-an-hour speed limit thing went through back in the 70s.
Yeah.
Because the federal government said, we will withhold funding if you don't comply with this. When they
Jimmy Carter.
to 21 years old to be at a drinking age, the only way they got it passed through all the damn states is said, hey, we will withhold federal funding. That's how they do it with every fucking law the federal government passed. They threaten the states, if you don't comply, we will withhold the money from you. So when Trump says we will withhold federal funding if you have sanctuary cities or sanctuary state, is nothing different that hasn't been going on for fucking decades, but the left is fucking going insane about it. And it's the same thing that we've been doing for years, for decades. And they're acting like, oh, this is unconstitutional. You can't do this. Well, bullshit.
Well, the people are their interpretation of the Constitution, and you know, I've had assholes sit there going, well, the Constitution needs to change as we change, and I'm just like, no, that's not how this country. What do you want to do next? You want me, comrade? Unbelievable. All right, let's talk about guns. Get off the titties, the dicks, the bathrooms.
Now, titties are always on the table.
Now, I'll talk about titties, but big, nice, juicy. Never mind.
All right, Brown and High Power. I hadn't showed a Brown and High Power. I don't know if ever on a chat. One of the finest handguns ever made. Maybe the first Wonder 9. I don't know. I don't know if it's technically a Wonder 9 because it don't do double action, but first high capacity double stacked magazine 9mm that I know of. Anyway, 1935. There you go.
It was. That's one of my favorite shooting guns, man. It points and it shoots and it operates in such a clean fashion. It's gorgeous, man. That's just a beautiful design. Absolutely breathtaking. What is that thing? Is that a Glock?
This is for, I would like to make an apology and also plead and beg with Wicked Sensation out there not to drive to South Carolina and beat me upside the head. But I totally did the whole Cajun Gunworks Pro kit to this P09. I was like, I'm never gonna mod this thing. I'm not gonna do nothing. I totally modified the shit out of it. It took me 3 hours. I did the hammer, the freaking the low repower, the power reset spring thing, everything. I did everything to it, and it's badass. I'll give you a single action pull really up close here. Oh, my hammer, my finger was in the hammer, sorry.
That looked horrible.
Hang on. Let me give you a little more, hang on.
Looks squeaky like a Glock or a...
I mean, that's ridiculous. Anyway, I can't say that I haven't shot it yet, but anyway, yeah, I went full.
Power with better trigger than that.
Yeah, this is going to be the ticket. So, and I'm not shooting any competition. This is just a fun little gun to play with or whatever. But anyway, I caved in. I caved in on it, and But see, the thing about the Cajun Gunworks Pro Kit, extra $125, and they keep your pistol for freaking 12 weeks. So I was like, man, I can do this, and it took me a solid 3 hours. I ain't gonna lie to you, but it's in now. So.
And you got to learn the gun.
Exactly. I took the whole fucking thing apart. I mean, from sear springs, hammer, new hammer, everything, trigger springs, the whole. And I put an extended mag release on there. I mean, it's all done, dudes. It's all done. So, anyway.
Nicely done. It's gonna work just like that trick Glock you got.
I know. I knew he was gonna say that. Wicked's like, quit fucking with your shit. You know, I fell off the wagon, man. I'm sorry, I fell off the wagon. So
it's too much fun, huh?
It's like, I already have 2 great pistols for competition. So, you know, the Glock was made for the competition, and it was a train wreck. This is just for fun. So and here I am justifying it, right? So whatever.
Oh, these are so awesome. I need to change the spring. I need an extended mag. I need fucking this. I know the pain. I know the pain.
I used to laugh at guys. they take their Harleys and throw $30,000 worth of chrome on them. We used to laugh. I was like, "Chrome don't get you home, babe."
Yeah, I'll do a video next weekend. I have a funny feeling it's going to be just fine. But
negligent discharge time.
Hey, but you know what, man? It's your baby. Do what you want with it. Have fun. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm a like in the other than the AR stuff. I do like to keep my stuff stock, but that's pretty much it.
have NDs on that. I don't know. Did I record that live on the one very first pistol match I went to when I was running that Glock? I was like, boom, boom, and then boom, 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 and then some bitch went off again. And the range officer that was behind me, he was like, "Is that pistol safe?" And I lied straight to his face, and I'm like, "Yeah, it's fine. It's just me. I'm nervous." And it wasn't. But I did not want to be disqualified on my very first time out. And so I was such a train wreck the rest of the stages. But I didn't feel comfortable, and that's why it went straight in the safe after that match, and I went CZ because, well, one thing, 90% of the guys out there are shooting CZs or 1911 high capacity 1911. So, but besides that, I was like, oh my God, I never want to be in this position again.
Practiced with it.
No.
No, that bitch was like damn near full auto.
Yeah, I don't. No, I don't. How about this? You practice with it. I'll sell it to you at a hell of a good price. I don't want to practice with it. I want the shit to work.
I thought Rick was gonna tweak with that thing.
He's working on it right now. He put the stock trigger back in it to start with.
And that's the one with the pyramid trigger, right?
Huh?
That's the one with the pyramid trigger, right?
Yeah. Anybody want to buy a pyramid trigger slightly used? Let me know. I'll sell it to you for $150 right now.
You know, it's funny. I was doing a video. I was the mag reload one. Billy's like, "Do you got Pops' Glock?" Oh no. You know the blue magwell deal.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not even in the house right now. It's down the road. So.
Yeah, I kind of treat guns. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. I don't mess with my guns that much, but what little I do, it's kind of like back in the hot rod days when I was in high school. Put money in go, not in show. I don't give a damn what it looks like, just as long as it performs. Because we was all running around in primer down muscle cars, but you pop the hood, that's where all the money was at. Maybe a stereo, but but the car itself, it was 3 different freaking colors, you know.
Yeah. And the Methem said the trick Glock looked gay. I kind of like the way the trick Glock looked with the blue accents, but maybe that was just me. I was trying to make the Glock match my blue eyes, you know, because it was kind of, I felt like I could identify with it. So. And then Billy says, I need the Zev trigger. Maybe in the next lifetime, I'll put a Zev trigger.
He's moved on.
Yeah, it's all good. Zev triggers are nice. They're great. Go buy a bunch of them and put them in all your Glocks.
I think the pyramid's better.
I'll sell you one. You can fucking do a review on your channel and get all kinds of good views on it.
Fuck, I got 3 of them already.
Oh, okay. We'll get one more. Shit, if you like them that much. When's the last time you got one for $150?
Well, I don't want to spend my money because I'm trying to be a CZ freaking mafia jackalope.
I got one of them for sale too. It's got a slightly distorted barrel. Anybody out in the chat doesn't know, I took that surplus CZ, put it under the water of the pool, and blew the fucking barrel apart almost. It bulged it where it wouldn't cycle. Had to take it apart and file the outside of the barrel just to get it to cycle. So needless to say, I did not post that video. You're hearing it here first, folks.
Why did you do that, though? Did it make a video?
Yeah, I made a video. It's a horrible video. I caught it fucking almost. I always underwater test my guns. I mean, it's just something you got to do. So.
Well, let's see all those other ones go down there.
But here's the problem. No, those are cold hammer forged barrels. I'm sure there won't be a problem. And I ain't gonna try it though. I don't give a shit.
What?
No, I'll put another Glock underwater, no problem.
Glocks will work all day long underwater. We already know
I
this.
did the Mark 25 underwater. I did the Glock, one of my Glocks underwater, and one other thing underwater. I can't remember which one it was, but anyway, I'm done with the underwater tests. Leave that to the channels that can get viral videos and pay for their barrels. That ain't me no more. Fuck all that. Oh, it was HK. It was the VP9, I think it was. I did underwater.
How'd that work?
I don't know.
Gun. Technically, no gun should actually pass that test. If you obstruct the damn barrel, and if it's full of water, it's obstructed, it should destroy the damn gun. The only reason I could see maybe a Glock going through it, what you did other guns too, I know I've seen them. I think you got lucky myself, but is the damn chamber so loose that it was allowed the gases to go backwards through the barrel? That's the only reason I see, because I remember watching those and I was like, how in the hell is this not bulging the barrel out?
Yeah, well, see, with a Glock barrel, you can just buy another damn barrel. It's loose, it's loosey-goosey. But damn, with a CZ, I didn't realize. But man, all CZ barrels are oversized. You have to fit the barrel to the bushing. Then you have to fit the breech face to the barrel. I mean the slide face to the breech face of the barrel, or whatever it is. I mean, you actually have to take stones and fit that together. I had no idea. I thought you could just get a new barrel. No, you can't just go get a new barrel. You actually have to fit a barrel to that slide, or rebushing it and all this shit. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. So I don't know what I'm going to do with the surplus, the CZ, but I think I'm going to send it to Cajun and have them rebushing it and rebarrel it, and then send it back, and then I'll do the rest of them there. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Oh God.
Fucking just throw the thing in the trash already.
No, I love the way it feels, man. I mean, I don't know. But then but before I do that, I'm going to see if that one pin is undersized or oversized. And that'll kind of tell me if the gun's worn out or if the pin's worn out.
You're probably better off just going ahead and getting another surplus and fitting a new slide to an old frame or whatever, man.
No, it don't. No, it don't work like that. No, it don't work like that. You have to get a barrel and fit it to whatever it is. You know that all those barrels are custom fitted to every pistol. Like, you can't take if you get a replacement barrel for a particular, even a new CZ, it still has to be fitted to that pistol. It's not just a drop-in thing.
Okay.
It might be, you might get lucky, but to do it right, it has to be fitted to that slide. According to the gunsmiths at Cajun Gunworks, this ain't coming from me. This is from them. So
that's why Glock sounds better.
Yeah, because anyone can throw parts in a Glock. So that,
exactly.
I mean,
keep the fight going.
Yeah, the fat man did want it. I should sell it to him now.
I mean, and that's why, you get a shotgun pattern with a damn Glock. It's so loose, everything's so loose tolerance that fuck it don't matter. You take a barrel out of your gun, put it in mine, hell, it'll work. It'll keep a pattern about like that. It'd be good.
The only reason why people buy a different barrel for the Glock so they can shoot lead.
Or it's match grade, one of the two.
Yeah.
God. I just looked up on my ceiling is covered with bugs.
You have a fucking light on.
Well, I got the whole studio lit up right now.
Let's see them.
I rocked it. No, you don't want to see all this shit. I got. All right, hold on.
You don't want to see it. I just want to see the bugs.
I got that lights. I got those. I got these lights over here. I got that light there, but the bugs are up there. You can't see them. I just hadn't noticed it. All the lights and everything. I don't know how the hell they're getting in here, but they are. Whatever.
Those might be CIA informants. You better watch it.
They are. I'll fucking chop their dicks off and ram them down their fucking throat. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Get me started. It's a little crazy. Anywho, it's been a lot of fun. It's been a long day.
Yeah, I got to roll soon here.
Me too.
Time is it? Yeah, 11:30.
All right, let's wrap it up then. It's been about 2 hours, close enough. You guys got to go. I got to work tomorrow too, so I get it, and I know you guys do too. So let's see. I'll start with Rick. Is your 6 covered? Would you like to do an outro and promote anything?
Sure. Thanks, TR, for the invite as always. Thank you guys out there for supporting TR and ourselves. If you haven't had a chance, go check out TR's latest video on his rooster shirts. They're pretty cool, El Rey. But other than that, you guys have a wonderful night and see you on the next one.
Right. Pop's Quest. Would you like to do an outro?
Not too terribly much, but appreciate you having me on. Always fun. I can't get on them all the time, but when I can, I love to. And appreciate all my boys in the side chat. I might not have been able to respond to all the comments out there, but you guys, y'all are keeping it fun out there, and it's awesome. Appreciate everyone.
Well, thanks for coming on, Pops. I know you can't get on here much, but it's much appreciated when you can. I do appreciate it. I really do. And Coda Boy 32, what you got going on, dude?
Oh, shit, man. I can't wait to go to bed. But TR, you are the man. Brother, thank you very much for having us on. As always, Rick, Pops, much respect. Can't wait to see the videos of El Rey. Those T-shirts are going to go big, man. I just have a feeling they're going to go bust wide open. I'm going to get one of them. But thank you very much for having us on, guys. Thank you very much for supporting Mr. TR's channel. He's an awesome dude. Thanks, man.
It's always a lot of fun, and like I said, I know everybody's got a busy life, and it's hard to do these things. So I do appreciate your time when you can come on. Hopefully, you have a good time, and I know everybody out there in the external, they do appreciate it. So it's a lot of fun, and hope y'all have fun doing it. And with that, we'll say good night and see you next time. Later.
See you, fellas.
All right.